So I was just thinking about, as I drove through Hollywood here, all the homeless people and all the dreams, all the goals, all the ambitions, all the everything. And oh God, my heart was just broken. And then I realized that not only the homeless people, but then the next step up from the homeless. Just day to day, working, doing this, doing that, had some good ideas, and then said, okay, I'm just going to table this. I'm just going to, I don't think God's big enough, or I don't think I'm big enough, or, we're never big enough, but God's big enough. He can do something amazing in our lives. And, um, and then I started thinking to step up from that, and I started thinking about the self-righteous people that, and really well-off people that have done something with their lives, and that's great. And I'm not saying it, but that a lot of the times, like the Bible talks about, those people are the really well-off people that are, gosh, they're putting you in jail. They're doing things. They're controlling things. They're enslaving your kid. They're enslaving your children. They're doing different things like that. This is a reality of, like, not just America, but stepping outside of America. Oh my God, it gets so twisted. Talking to people from outside America, that where it's just really sad. And even the places where they say, oh, it's good in Sweden, or it's good in all these other countries, maybe in Europe or Germany or something like that, the people are giving all the money to the government, and they have nothing left to start their business on or do something else with. Oh, I got college, and I got socialized medicine. I've got all these other things, and it's always better to have total freedom for you and zero dependence on the government. And I appreciate, during this COVID thing that the government created. And I'm gonna let you decide which side. I'm not gonna get involved with that, but I think it's very clear which side did what they did. And there's just the compassion for people is going like this and this and this and this. It's getting smaller and smaller. Where's my camera? It's getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. I've got a friend, and this girl she's like, people suck. It's not people that suck, it's that they don't step outside and try and help somebody else out. But they say they do. The liberals say they do. Now, my friend that said that, she's actually pretty liberal herself. But, it's that's not the. When I say liberal, I'm talking about somebody who doesn't care for somebody else. That's my definition of that. And they want everything that they can get, and everything a certain way, and blah, 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 blah. And it's got to, with morality and all that other stuff. Anyway, God bless you. God bless America. Back to the homeless thing and other people. Look around you and just start having some compassion for some other people. And Jesus taught you how to do that anyway. You don't need the government to say, oh, we need to be like sensitive to LGBTQ or all this other stuff. Jesus was. But then again, you don't want to talk about Jesus because he offers freedom and all this other stuff. And, you're just after control. That's all you're after, isn't it? So, but that's okay. It'll all be sorted out in the end. He's coming back soon. So, all right, well, that's it for now. I just wanted to touch base and say, hey. And I had that feeling because I had another feeling earlier and I didn't say it. I didn't put it down in writing. I didn't talk about it. And all of a sudden that feeling went away. I thought, that was a good thought there. And I should have right away got it down on camera or wrote it down. Do that, my friend. You do that. Your thoughts are valuable too. Start a YouTube channel. Do something. As long as you're helping people and not tearing them down, that's the deal there. And by the way, if you didn't call your family and friends during COVID, you're the worst of the worst human beings. You're worse than whatever you can think of, because you didn't try to uplift another person. Those are really bad people. You say, oh, somebody steals from, or somebody that does drugs, or somebody does what? No, you that don't think about your family, or didn't call your mom, or don't encourage people, or don't call your relatives, you're a bad person. You're really bad. I'd rather hang out with these prostitutes on the street, buy them a dinner, help them out a little bit, or whatever. And you know it. You know how I already feel about that. I'm not. I don't. I think it's horrible to pay for sex. Those people are in bondage. Give them some money. Give them something to eat. Whatever. It's the same thing. It's or somebody else that's in a bad situation. It's You're just a really bad person if you think in your little glass house that you can't go out and share your life with somebody else and pick up the phone. And of course, there's a lot of millennials that are like, oh my god, I can't pick up the phone. But guess what? They're the first ones on a video call. Isn't that being on the phone? However you want to slice it. And that's okay. You don't need those people anyway, whether they're family or friends or whatever. You don't need them. See you later, bye. Go find friends that want to talk to you and care about you, and vice versa. You know, you need to show that you care about people, and then people are going to show that back. And if they don't, then that's not the friend for you. Just move on. All right. Thanks for liking. Thank you for subscribing. I just rambled there, but there's some really good thoughts. Do what you can, my friend. It'll come back to you every time.